welcome back to Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, and in this episode of my Let's Play Park, I'm just going to be doing a lot of updates to the park. So there was a lot of stuff when I, first played this park and first did it that I might have missed, or I wasn't as precise with things, so I'm just kind of going back and moving and, just updating all the buildings and such, because I think there's just better ways I could do all of it, and in 5 years I've definitely gotten smarter and gotten better at these style of games. So easy stuff that can go a long way just to improving a building or something like that, I will definitely do, especially if I see it. We're going to be updating this monorail system because I want this to be the primary mode of transportation besides walking. I think this studios tour style of theme for the park works really well because of our different themed areas. I think there's enough variation between themed areas, that people would want to go to all of them. Right now I'm going to be working on these central buildings, so I'm not too confident in this building, and I don't want to say it came out that well because I'm not the greatest builder in Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, and this game is very, very old, and if you see my Planet Coaster building, I'm not much better, but I think in that game there's a lot more freedom to place stuff on different angles, and in Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 you're stuck with a grid. So trying to make this station work with this grid and trying to make it look complex and look somewhat relevant to today was a good challenge. And although it's the biggest and kind of eyesore looking building in the park, you could imagine that there would be park offices and the amusement parks, storage and stuff like that could be in this building, because there is so much extra space. Even when the buildings filled up with the stairways and stuff, the two sides of it still stick out and have plenty of room that would all be used for storage. And these upper floors, especially not by the monorail track, would all have open usable space. So you could imagine anything really could go into this space. It would just be general area that the park could use for anything. So as this building goes up, you can see that it is going to be the biggest building and the biggest single structure in this park. So I hope from the bird's eye view and looking down that this is one of the first things you see, because it's going to be 3 floors and it's going to have a very large pitch blue roof. So these pieces are really nice when you have easy shapes to work with, and when you shape your buildings symmetrical and really help yourself when it comes to stuff like that, because when you work with the corners and all that stuff, it's a lot easier because it just fits like a puzzle. It's always pretty tedious to work with the building mechanics in a game this old, and they're definitely dated compared to newer games, but I still think that it's enough to get the job done, and I don't need to really complain about it that much, because I was still able to get a nice enough building like this large to look this good, and I'm pretty satisfied with it. I know it's not a complicated way at all of using these pieces or anything like that, but I didn't really want to push the barrier or waste too much time just building the central station. This is supposed to be the equivalent to Cinderella's castle at the Disney parks. It's the centerpiece of the park. It's the tallest building. It's the tallest, structure. So it needs to look bigger than everything else, and it really does. Of course, the only things that tower it are the rides and some coasters, so I can't really complain about that. As I'm finishing this up, I just want to say thank you for watching these videos, of course, and if you go back and watch the original Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 videos, I'm going to be making those videos public, and on the same day I make those videos public, this video will come out. So if you want to watch the second episode of the original series, you can watch that. It came out 5 years ago, and I just wanted to let you know that, it's not just one video. Technically, I'm re-releasing another one, so you can watch two videos if you want to go watch the old videos of me talking like a child. I don't know how entertaining that really is, but it's a part of the series, and it's a part of the history of my channel and of me recording, this simulation style gameplay. So I thought I should, do something to, throw back to that, because that was the first thing that I made, in terms of YouTube content in the gaming area. In the simulation games, department. Right now I'm just going to finish, I need to give this invert coaster a little better of a layout. I think it's just not, it's not going to have enough speed to make it through the layout, so what I do here will be much better for it. It'll hit everything at a much better speed and actually be able to traverse the layout unlike before. But besides that, I just want to thank you for watching the video, and tune in for the next one if you want to see this park finish up.